Benedicta Nanyonga paints a picture of a friendly, strong, determined woman as she welcomes me to her home, which doubles as her office for a Kinawataka Women Initiative that looks at recycling used straws. Born 73 years ago, Nanyonga dropped out of school in Senior 1 in the year 1966 after Dr. Apollo Milton Obote's invasion on Kabaka's palace in Mengo that forced Kabaka Mutesa II into exile in London. The situation was so cold for her, however, that didn't stop her from finding her own future. In 1970, Benedicta Nanyonga joined self-service supermarket until 1977 when she joined Bank of Uganda as a note examiner. Benedicta Nanyonga worked in Bank of Uganda for 23 good years, and by the time of her resignation, she was at a rank of a senior note examiner.
I went to school. I stopped in Senior 1 because of the problem with my parents. Then 1970, I joined the self-service supermarket. And I worked there for 7 years. 1977, I joined the Bank of Uganda as note examiner. I worked there for 23 years up to 2001.
In 1997, life was so hard for Nanyonga after developing a spinal cord problem, which the doctors advised her to retire from her bank work, although she defied the advice. The spinal cord effects developed because Nanyonga and her colleagues were using local means of examining and sorting the notes, unlike today with modern technology where note examiners use machines.
Today, I understand they are using machine to count the money. But by that time we were using hands. And also we are dictating the forged notes, odd notes, different numbers. We take them off and then put the reissue back to the circulation. But nowadays they are using machine. It is true. It was true. Bending all the time like this. That's why I developed the pain on my spinal cord from 5, 6 to 7 and advised by the doctor to leave the work.
After severe pain, Benedicta Nanyonga decided to resign her bank job in 2001, and lucky enough, Bank of Uganda management kept providing treatment for her for 3 years. After her resignation, life worsened and her children were the funders plus the little gratuity from Bank of Uganda that she got every after 2 years.
I was treated for almost 3 years, but the solution was to leave the work so that I can work my neck to be straight, not bending. I didn't come out with any package, as my nature of work was senior note examiner, whereby all over the world we don't get a package because they give us gratuity every 2 years.
Okay.
That's the money which I used to build this small house where I'm staying, and also to support my children as a single mother.
2003 was the worst year in Nanyonga's life. She recalls one time sleeping on an empty stomach and blamed God for her suffering. Little did she know that this was a turning point in her life. Nanyonga's straw project came in after God instructing her to collect used straws and weave mats to earn a living. Nanyonga didn't believe this, but guess what? The dream came true. During the community work in Imbuya, Kinawataka zone where she resides, Nanyonga was able to collect the straws she wanted. With 500 shillings, she bought water and washing powder to treat the straws such that she weaves a mat. She sold her first mat at 7,000 shillings, and this inspired her so much to venture into the straw craft making business.
By the time I left Bank of Uganda, I was getting 950,000 Uganda shillings. Here came time, at least the children to give you 200,000, 300,000. Sometimes they could say that mommy things are not good. So I remember 2003, I slept here 2 days without eating, taking water Then the second day, as I was going to bed, I was too hungry, and I started quarreling with God, crying, telling him that, God, I worked with the Bank of Uganda for 23 years and I didn't steal any money. Now look here, 2 days I don't have something to eat. Then I was crying, blaming him to see that I don't have money. Then the sleep took me. In the morning, I heard some people asking us to go and clean the place, because as we are living in the slum area, we used to clean our place every Saturday. Then I went, I followed them. But before that, when I called with God, the second day, I had a dream. The dream, I had a man coming in a white kanzu, telling me that, Benedicta, stop crying. You go and collect straws, make a product, you sell and get money. So collecting straws, I could not understand. Then the second day, people were passing there, our local council, come, we're going to clean our place, as our place is a slum area and dirty. I followed them. As we passed about 200 meters, there was a place where they are powering garbages. Then we met when they had powered some straws from the nearby bar. The straws were looking nice. They were my people say, let us set fire on these straws. I told them that, no, don't set fire. I remember that dream. I ran, I went and get a polythene bag. I collected the straws. I didn't even follow them to clean the place. I came back here. Lucky enough, I had some 500. I bought water for 200, 2 jerrycans. I bought a sacket of powder soap for 300. I washed the straws. Then when they were dry, I started weaving a mat. As I was weaving the mat, my neighbor came to see me. Say, how, Benny, hey, you are weaving a good mat. And it looks that it is durable. Say, yes, because it is plastic. The man booked my mat. I weaved the mat, knowing that there is somebody who is going to take it. After 3 weeks, I finished the mat. The man came and asked me, how much can I pay you? I told him that it's up to you. You value my work. The man pulled 7,000 and gave it to me. And I was so happy. Since I left the bank, apart from this money which they were given to me by my children, that was my sweat, 7,000. And if you deduct 500 as my capital, the profit was 6,500. I was so happy.
Although some people were pleased with Nanyonga's venture, others turned her venture into a joke, hurling insults to her as she sifted through rubbish pits and bars to get straws. Others provoked her as she was a typical failure in life after 23 years of bank work but not showing any investment. These insults not only tortured her but also her children.
I remember one time down there in our trading center, as I was collecting straws from the drainage, there was some nearby women selling charcoal. They saw me and they say, this woman was working in Bank of Uganda. Now she's collecting straws. She's going mad. Any time of Tabika is waiting for her.
And how did you feel?
I just gave them a look like this. I didn't say anything. I continued.
As Nanyonga got more interested in making crafts, she one time approached Coca-Cola company to avail her with used straws, but she was referred to NEMA for permission. Upon contacting NEMA, things weren't easy as she thought. She spent 3 months waiting on NEMA's approval to reuse the straws. Upon approval, she was tasked to buy an apron and gloves as her protective measures when sorting the straws.
I went to NEMA. It took me 3 months to get the letter. Wherever you go there, the letter is not there, somebody who is signing is not there, until I decided to go to the office and sit down until they gave me the letter. I went to Coca-Cola. They gave me permission on condition that I have to buy gloves, I have to be with the gum boots and the apron. I started collecting straws from the skip. The skip, imagine so many things is dumped there. Broken bottles, all things you may know that they put in the skip. I collected the straws. Lucky enough, Coca-Cola saw my importance of cleaning their compound. They requested me that you collect the straws, we shall be helping you to bring it to your office. I was so happy because the straws were bulky and the tax could not allow to carry them. Yes, to carry them. And they would overcharge you. Yeah, overcharge me. And even the border were overcharging us.
In 2006, Nanyonga's life started changing as she was invited at Uganda AIDS Commission for an exhibition at Serena Hotel, where she met Philip McKnight, who was heaven sent. McKnight's connection opened more doors for Nanyonga and her team. He connected them to social media platforms like the website and the email system, as well as the American Embassy, where they would exhibit their products every month.
There is a European person called Philip McKnight. The man looked at our product and asked, Benedicta, is this really straws? Said yes. Are you using the new one? I said no, we are using the old one, but we treat them, we clean them and we treat them. The man came here, saw the process, find that we have a problem of placing the straws flat and straight. The man said that, okay, let me try to see if the machine were done. Googling, he found that the machine has never been designed, that it was our idea. Then the man helped us to open a website and also to design a email for us, because me, I didn't know all those things. He connected us to American Embassy in Uganda, where we used to take our product at the end of the 3 months bazaar. So this man helped us a lot to establish Kinawataka Women Initiatives as a women group who are conserving the environment.
In the year 2010, she was listed as an international vendor for Coca-Cola, which saw her receive orders for her products from Kenya, Tanzania, Germany and USA. However, she failed to beat the deadline of 1,000 shopping bags ordered from Italy due to lack of a straw pressing machine. The failure to beat the deadline made Simpson Spiriano, the buyer of the bags, report her to Export Promotions Board, which sanctioned her.
2010, there is a man who came from Geneva called Simone Spiriano. Simone Spiriano. He came, he saw our product, he was so amused. He requested us to make 100 soaping bag. We said no, we can't make it, because he wanted those 100,000 within 3 months, which we could not do it, because of using the hands. So the man was annoyed. He went to Uganda Export Promotion Board to report me. I was called to a board of Uganda Export Promotion Board. When I reached there, I found the executive director and the other staff seated, and even the Muzungu was there, blaming me to refuse money. I told them that I don't want to refuse the money, but I avoid to shame my name and my country. Because if I take the money and I don't deliver, it will not give me a good name. They asked me why. I said that we need a machine to press the straws flat and straight. And when we googled, that machine has never been done, so we cannot. So the man get annoyed. He put $80,000 on the table and say, Benedicta, I'm giving you this money, but you have to make 1,000 shopping bags within 3 months. I was going to refuse, but the executive director told him that don't refuse, we shall help you. I took the money. I came here. We started working day and night, but we could not finish within 3 months. The man didn't deliver, we didn't deliver, which was not good for me, as I had mentioned it earlier.
Before making the straw crafts, Benedicta and her team first pressed the straws using a knife. However, this is so tiresome and it causes wounds. Lack of a straw pressing machine has made Nanyonga lose cash for failure to meet the required orders. Nanyonga's efforts to have a straw pressing machine have gone fertile, although many of the well-wishers tried to design her straw pressing machines, which in turn didn't work. At one time, she tried Katwe, but she didn't achieve her dream. Nanyonga adds that she has written to private sector, Foundation Uganda, Uganda Investment Authority, President's Office, Uganda Export Promotions Board to help her achieve her dream, but nothing has yielded. In 2014, Chambago University tried designing a machine for her, and upon testing it didn't function the way she expected. She now calls on government to support her achieve her dream by designing her a straw pressing machine.
You know, when we are pressing, we press the straw like this and make sure that this straw is straight and it is soft. But it makes the finger pain with this knife. And it takes time, because pressing these straws straight, it takes about a minute or two. And each mat takes about 70 straws. Tajirako gundi yonna document yonna nti kola bwoti era bwe kyafa ne kifa. Naye nga ndi stuck kino kyekako kino.
Benedicta Nanyonga has been the first African and the first person in the whole world to recycle straws through making crafts. Since 2003, under her organization of Kinawataka Women Initiative, Benedicta has managed to train over 1,000 women, including single mothers, young girls, and youths at large. Her straw products are so unique and durable, and these include handbags, laptop bags, shopping bags, belts, dresses, shoes, mats, hats, earrings, necklaces, and others. The products range from 2,000 shillings to 100,000 shillings depending on what you want and the capacity it can hold.
This is to show people that even rubbish can get something from it. Mulabye ekiteeteeyi kino wali ku kifaananyi. Tugezaako okulaba nti abantu bamanye nti omuntu alina okuyiiya eyo jaketi.
Away from training women into enterprise, Nanyonga adopts disadvantaged children whom she trains these weaving skills and finances their education using the profits got after selling her straw crafts. From the proceeds Nanyonga gets from the straw crafts, she has been able to establish other projects like farming and the wine project, which she intends to grow into a bigger business in future.
Wine ateka kubeera kept in a darker place. That's why you see us putting it there. Okay. Now this is packed ready for sale, and there is another one behind here. Olabayo kati ono twamukola ennaku z'omwezi zino tugenda kenenula ennaku z'omwezi guno abeereredde mu mwezi guno ogwokusatu ogw'omwenda noono kyekimu kati ffe wayini gwe tutunda atera kubeera wa myaka 3 oba 4 kati ono tetujja kumunyega paka wayini kyekintu ye bizinesi gyokola eteri yakufunirawo si yakufunirawo.
Kinawataka Women's Initiative has got an office that handles all the paperwork and bookkeeping, which Nanyonga advises all entrepreneurs to have. Nanyonga doesn't regret resigning from Bank of Uganda and venturing into straw projects, since it has credited her nationally and internationally, including the following awards and many others.
Twafuna eno ya India, wali International Women Alliance US twagera ne tufuna award era mulabanga twambadde ngoye za Uganda. UN Habitat yatuwa award.
In 2004, she was among the 40 most influential women in Uganda. She also received an award of Word of Difference from the International Alliance for Women. In 2011, she was the winner for Environment and Energy for Business Association and Community Development. In 2009, she got an award from the UN Habitat Businesses. In 2008, the President's Export Award from Uganda Export Promotions Board. 2007, she got the Lubogo Award for Community Involvement, and this was from the Uganda Women Entrepreneurs Association, and many other awards.
Since that time, I was being invited in different countries to go and talk about the used straws products.
So when we first got back this Muzungu Simone
Spiriano,
after giving you the 800, was it 800, 8,000?
$80,000.
8,000 US dollars. You failed to deliver in time. Did you take back the money?
No. He refused because after 2.5 months, I had about 6,000 shopping bags out of 1,000. And I was invited by the women representative in Geneva. Those people, they gave me a ticket, they gave me accommodation, and I met Simone Spiriano there. We talked, he was so happy to meet me. And I told him that we are still having your shopping bags, which remained. He said, no, Benedicta, you got to sell those bags and buy a machine. And I was invited in that conference of empowered women. I was so happy.
Although Nanyonga's products are genuine, they lack customers on the local market, which is a hiccup in her venture. Nevertheless, she advises Ugandans to engage themselves in skills development, since it's more earning than the smart work they always yearn for. Becca Mlinde for Smart 24 TV.